Hi, I'm Megan and welcome to my kitchen. In today's What's for Dinner video, I'll be sharing with you what meals we had this past week. Our dinners were easy to make, budget-friendly, and delicious. So if you'd like to get some weeknight meal ideas for your family, then just keep watching. For dinner this first night, I'm making some easy meatball subs. I normally make these in the slow cooker, but I didn't start it in enough time, so I just cooked these on top of the stove. I'm using these turkey meatballs. I got these at Publix, and then I'm going to place them in a pot over about medium-low heat, covered with some of this pasta sauce. I got this from Aldi, and I'll cook that until the meatballs are warmed all the way through. Then I took some hot dog buns, cut them in half. I added some meatballs, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and then some sliced provolone cheese. You can pop these into the oven. I cooked these in the air fryer for just 2 or 3 minutes until they were nice and golden brown and the cheese was melted, and they look like this. And earlier in the day, I'd made some Copycat Ruby Tuesday pasta salad. I've shared this in a separate video. I'll include that in the description box below. This pasta salad is so good and it's really easy. But I had made it for us for lunch throughout the week, but I just decided to serve it with the subs. And here are the plates. So we have the subs and the pasta salad. This was a really quick and easy dinner and it was super delicious. The next night we were doing an at-home date night, and I thought it would be fun to do like a Copycat Olive Garden. I'm going to get started by making the salads. So in our bowls, I'm going to add some lettuce that has been washed. I'm going to add some sliced Roma tomatoes, and then on my husband's salad, I'm adding black olives and pepperoncini peppers, just like Olive Garden does, but I don't like either of those ingredients, so I'm just going to leave them off. I'm going to add a little bit of shredded Parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to get these croutons. These are the Olive Garden brand. I just got these at Walmart, and then right before serving, I'll add some of this Olive Garden Italian dressing. I also got this at Walmart. If you've ever been to Olive Garden, you know their breadsticks are delicious. I didn't have any, unfortunately, but I did have some of these garlic breadsticks that I got from Publix, so I'm just going to cook those according to the package instructions. Now for the Alfredo sauce, I'm going to add my butter to the skillet, and over about medium heat, I'm going to allow it to melt. Once it's melted, I'm going to add in my heavy whipping cream. You can use fresh garlic if you'd like. I didn't feel like chopping any this night, so I just added some garlic powder. And then I like to add in quite a bit of freshly ground black pepper, and I'm going to whisk that a little bit and then just allow that to simmer until it starts to thicken. Next, I'm going to whisk in the Parmesan cheese, and then that's it. The sauce is basically done. If it's a little bit thick for you, you can always add in a little more cream, and then you'll want to make sure you give this a taste and adjust the seasonings as needed. Just be careful with the salt, though. The Parmesan cheese has a lot of salt in it. Here I have some fettuccine noodles that I've cooked according to the package instructions, and I drained it really well. I'm going to place the noodles into this pot, add some sauce, and toss that together, and then that's it. Dinner will be ready. This is so easy. There's nothing wrong with bottled Alfredo sauce, like I've mentioned before on my channel, but homemade is just so much better, and the sauce totally comes together in less than the amount of time it takes you to boil up the noodles. So here are the finished plates. We have some of the fettuccine. To go on top, here I have some grilled Italian chicken tenders. I've shown how I make these in a separate video. I'll link that in the description box below. We have our breadsticks, the salad, and then my husband loves to dip his breadsticks into the Olive Garden Italian dressing, so I have a little dish of that, and this was delicious. This was so good. Normally, I don't make desserts for dinner. I only really make them for special occasions, but I had some crescent rolls that I needed to use up, and I decided to make some chocolate crescents. I originally made these several months ago. We did a recipe swap food collab, and this recipe came from Amanda over at Faith Food and Family. You guys, you have to try this recipe. It's so easy and quick, but they are delicious. All you do are take crescent rolls, you add some chocolate chips, roll them up, bake them in the oven according to the instructions, and then sprinkle some powdered sugar over them. And they are so good. We decided tonight, though, to do half with chocolate chips and half with Nutella. And y'all, the Nutella ones, they were so good. Like I said, I highly recommend you give these a try. I'll include Amanda's video down in the description box below. My mom and I decided to do a little impromptu trip up to Kentucky. My mom's aunt, I believe she's 90, decided to come down and visit, and my mom has not seen her in years and years. So she wanted to go see her, and I hadn't seen her since I was a little girl. So we decided to go up, and several other family members decided to come and visit. And so we just ended up meeting at the hotel, and everybody kind of brought a dish. There wasn't a whole lot of people there. I mean, there were about 30 of us, but we kind of had a little impromptu family reunion. So here's what we had. First up, we have a pineapple cheese ball. I've never had a cheese ball with pineapple in it before, but it was actually really good. We have some spicy sausage balls, fried chicken, and I forgot to picture it, but someone made a smoked pork butt, and so we had pulled pork and Hawaiian rolls. We have this cucumber salad, a big vegetable platter, finger sandwiches. There were turkey and cheese, ham and cheese, and roast beef and cheese. Then we have the condiments for the sandwiches. And then this pasta salad, y'all. I don't know what she put in this pasta salad, but it was hands down the best pasta salad I've ever had in my life. Even my mom and my uncle agreed. It was delicious. I really wanted to take the rest of the bowl home. Then we have some homemade coleslaw, homemade pecan pie, and then my grandfather's cousin, she also made this coal miner's cake. I never had it before or heard of it, but it was actually really good. We have some chess pie, and then we have some store-bought pies and cookies, and then drinks. Here is my plate. I just got a little bit of everything, and then I had to go back and get some dessert and also get seconds of that pasta salad because, like I said, it was thebomb.com. It was so good. But that was our dinner this night. For dinner this night, I needed something quick and easy because we had been in Kentucky and then I had driven home. So I decided to make some Copycat Applebee's crispy orange chicken bowls. I used to love getting these from Applebee's, but they took them off the menu. They bring them back now as a special every once in a while, but it's not the same that it used to be. When I normally make it, I make the sauce from scratch, and I'll link the recipe that I usually use in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. But again, tonight I needed something easy, so I'm going to use this Trader Joe's Mandarin Orange chicken. I cooked the chicken in my air fryer and then microwave the sauce. I'm going to microwave these steamed fresh vegetables, garnish with some of these sliced almonds and chow mein noodles, and then for the rice portion, I'm just using some instant white rice. Now that my chicken has finished cooking, I'm going to add it to this bowl. I'm going to add the orange sauce and then toss that together and then set that aside, and I'll start assembling my bowls. In each of the bowls, I'm going to add a layer of the steamed rice, and then I'm going to add in some mushrooms. I just sauteed these in a skillet with just a little bit of oil and salt and pepper. Applebee's also used to add a sliced red bell pepper, but I didn't have any, so I just skipped it. Then I'm going to add the steamed vegetables, then the orange chicken. Then I'm going to sprinkle on some of the sliced almonds, as well as the chow mein noodles, and then that's it. Dinner will be ready. And here are the finished bowls. This dinner was really quick and easy to put together, and it was super delicious and filling. For dinner this next night, I made some chicken and rice. This is a recipe from Plain Chicken. I've made this before on my channel. I'll include a link to that video in the description box below, so be sure to check that out if you'd like to see how I make this. This is so easy. It's very budget friendly, and it is a crowd pleaser. I make this to give to people for meals all the time, and everyone loves it. And that was our dinner this night. For dinner this next night, I made some Philly cheesesteak pizza. I was inspired by Tiffany at Small Town 6. I'll include a link to her channel in the description box below. She made a Philly cheesesteak pizza a month or two ago, and it looked really good, so I've been wanting to try it. In this skillet, I've got this over about medium-high heat. I'm going to add in a little bit of butter, some oil, and then I'm using this beef shaved steak. I got this from Kroger. I'm going to season that with some salt and pepper, toss that around, and then add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and then I'm just going to cook that until it's nice and brown, and then remove that to a separate bowl and set that aside. In this same skillet, there's no need to wash it out. I'm going to add a little bit more butter and oil, and then here I have some sliced red onion, sliced bell peppers, and sliced mushrooms. I'm going to season that again with some salt, pepper, and a little Worcestershire sauce, and then just cook this over about medium heat until all of the vegetables are nice and tender, and then again, I will remove those to a separate plate and set those aside. Here I have my pizza dough on my pizza pan. You can, of course, use your favorite store-bought or homemade pizza dough. I'm using this pizza crust mix from Great Value. I get this at Walmart. It's so easy. All you do is add some hot water, stir it around, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then place it on your pizza pan. Prick it generously with a fork, and then I'm going to pre-bake it according to the package instructions. Here I have some leftover Alfredo sauce that I just warmed up with just a little bit of milk. I'm going to put the Alfredo sauce onto the pizza. If you don't have Alfredo sauce, you could also use ranch dressing. Papa John's uses ranch dressing on their Philly cheesesteak pizza, and it's really good. So once I've spread that out, I'm going to add some shredded mozzarella cheese, and then some of the Philly cheesesteak meat, some of the sauteed vegetables, then more shredded mozzarella cheese. And I didn't have as much mozzarella cheese as what I wanted, so I'm going to add just a couple slices of provolone cheese that I've just ripped apart and then place that on the pizza. And then I'm going to bake this for about 9 to 10 minutes, again, just according to the package instructions. Here's the finished pizza out of the oven. I'm going to allow it to cool for a few moments before I slice it. To go along with the pizza, I just made some side salads with homemade honey mustard. I'll include that recipe in the description box below. This was delicious. This pizza was so good. I can't wait to make it again. I absolutely love salad bars. Going to like Ruby Tuesdays or Shoney's or other places like that that have salad bars is one of my favorite things. It's so good. And I feel like, I don't know what they do, but for some odd reason, salads out just don't taste like they do at home. I don't know why. But for dinner this night, I decided to make like our own salad bar. So I just laid out lots of different ingredients. Here's what I have. So of course we need lettuce for our salad. You could also use spinach and different kinds of lettuce. I laid out some club crackers if we wanted it, shredded cheese, sliced mushrooms, some cooked and crumbled bacon, sliced green onions, some chopped hard-boiled eggs, black olives, some cherry tomatoes, sunflower seeds, some sliced cucumber, diced ham, some frozen peas that I've thawed, some dried cranberries, fried onions, sun-dried tomatoes, and croutons. And then we have some homemade honey mustard, ranch, and Italian dressing. We had more dressings in the refrigerator if we wanted it. And then we just built our own salads, and they were ginormous, but they were delicious. We were stuffed after dinner, but it was so good. And to go along with this, normally I would have some of the Copycat Ruby Tuesday pasta that we had a few days ago, but we'd eaten it all. But I had made some of this cashew rotini pasta. This is really good. I'll have this in an upcoming video, so keep an eye out for that. But we just served that along with this, and this was so delicious. That's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.